What is that? Someone is making bad posts about Milady.
Let me laugh about them in a meme video real quick. Oh my god, did I just unironically diss my own content in my own intro? Well, I suppose that's as good of a way to start off a video as any. Good evening. Laddies, lasses, and welcome to the click. Come a little bit closer. And let me tell you about today. Okay, not that close. Jesus Christ. Social distancing or whatever. I'm Swedish. Remember that, please. In today's video, we are gonna do something beautiful apart from smelling you. You smell absolutely astounding. We're gonna do something beautiful that I love doing on this channel because there is just an abundance of unhinged posts to laugh about on the internet. That is right. We're gonna look through r/NotHowGirlsWork because women are one of the great mysteries of the universe. Did time start anywhere? Is the universe infinite? What happens at the end of time? That women, my god, anatomy and stuff and it's really complicated, apparently. So I figured we would scientifically dig into these posts on the internet and lose our minds together. Come along. Enjoy? Question mark? Man, you just feel so much more confident with a sword. I can recommend you getting a sword. Andrew Tit, I am sick of the female orgasm. It's a liberal lie. I swear to God, fam, you couldn't waterboard this out of me. Oh my god. Hey everyone, my favorite conspiracy is that women don't actually enjoy naughties. I have had naughties with many a women, and not a single one enjoyed it.
How do I marry a man who will raise our daughters to be virgins?
Is this really written by a woman? I doubt it.
I, 26F, in quotation marks, have a high body count, 13 people.
Ooh. 13 people,
and have sent nudes online to strangers, as well as almost getting into prostitution once. I am fat, ugly, and have tattoos. This is not written by a woman. I tried removing them, but it costs too much, so they're only half faded. The thing is, I don't want my daughters to make the same mistakes as me. I want to raise thin, pretty virgins who will go on to have better lives than I do. I have tried converting to religions, Christianity, Islam, but it seems as if all men understandably want virgins to have families with. I don't hold that against them, but I do wonder what's left for me in terms of options. I feel like the only man who would be attracted to me at this point would be a non-traditional guy with bad values like sex positivity or just low standards in general.
This is not written by a woman. This is written by some scorned dude who's sitting and writing, like, I don't know, weird revenge fantasies about some chick who ditched him 10 years ago. Oh, I bet she's fat now. This is so unhinged. Oh my god, man.
And because I don't have a time machine, I'm not really sure how to fix this mistake.
What mistake? Having half-faded tattoos and sleeping with 13 people over the past, like, I don't know, 8 years of your life or something. That's not... Oh my god, man.
Sponsored. Be comfortable with our proprietary Era Model TM undies. Moisture wicking, 2 times more breathable than cotton, cooling and temperature regulating, 100% natural, fresh in your peach. Oh my god, odor-free underwear. #1 doctor recommend underwear. It will just like, poof, your peach is not gonna look like a moldy peach anymore. It's gonna look like a peach. Oh my god.
Hey there, do you have mold in your underwear? Then this product is for you. I think at that point you could probably just buy any underwear and it would probably be an upgrade. God.
What does bad feel like from men's perspective?
Fish emojis, smell, and not moist. I don't wanna hear that she ain't turned on-ish. Either 20s kitty is different from 30s kitty. That ish be dry when they hit the 30s mark. 4 comments, no likes. You know, this dude got a little bit grilled after that one. Oh my god. Tell me you've never actually met a woman without telling me you've never actually met a woman. Oh my god, what if with like 30 and being like, oh my god, 30 is the new 80. Dear God. And even if you want to speak about 80-year-olds, you know, if you ever spoken to anyone that works in like elderly homes, right? They shaboink all night long, like heckin' rabbits, because they don't have anything better to do. Like, Jesus Christ, man. And I suppose at that age, you don't give a crap about STDs and that sort of thing either. So they just go at it. So like, it wouldn't even be fair to compare this to like 80-year-olds. 80-year-olds have a crap load of game compared to these dudes. God. Actually false. Most females nowadays were never a virgin. That is a weird thing to say. Let's see what this genius has to say. When a female loses a virginity, she produces a hormone in her body that opens up the vajayjay wider, as well as the hips. It also enhances bub growth, because so many females are going for bigger men and more men in short span. They trick the body into thinking they're losing their virginity over and over, releasing more of these hormones. Over time, the levels of these hormones have become so astronomically high that children are being born with it. The non-virgin hormone, I forgot about that one. Obviously for males it doesn't change anything. But don't you think that turns the male into a stud then? The male is born a stud because their parents were so ambitious at getting the slappy flappies on, right? But the girls, they're born sleuths. From 0 years old, they're born sleuths because the mom had to do intimate things to conceive the baby. So the baby is a creation of sleutiness. This is insane. Obviously, for males, it doesn't change anything. Obviously. But females are literally being born this way, or they're born sleuths. There are females who have never been a vagine, and we have a whole line of degenerate mothers on their pee-pee carousel ride to blame. You know, generational trauma is a thing that is brought up sometimes. I don't think I've ever heard of generational sleutiness. This is an interesting theory, and by interesting, it's a very nice word of saying it's absolutely unhinged and you need to touch grass with every inch of your body. Oh my god. I don't know, also going around talking about how, babies are sleuty is a really weird combination of words to put out there. I'm just gonna be honest. It gives really strange vibes, fam. A woman develops IQ of 220 after drinking splooshies every day for a year. No wonder my wife is smarter than me. Those secret proteins. Let's just grow your brainicles. Yes, indeed, my brain is the biggest and smoothest and splooshiest. Wasn't there an article a while ago that talked about, if the brain was actually floating in male splooshies? And the responses was everything from no to maybe to no, but it could. It was a wild read. I missed that. I wish I could find it again.
Feeling the toxic feminism leaving my body as I free bleed into the earth. Look at that. I'm just laying down and filming it.
Okay, a few things. Isn't the whole, equality thing also destigmatizing bodily functions, for example? That seems like a thing. This seems weirdly hypocritical in many ways, no matter how you want to spin it. I don't know. Oh my god, man.
Watch this toxic equality stuff leaving my body as I lay in the dirt. This is how I connect with nature or whatever.
So all you boys are messaging me, oh, my girl doesn't respect me, we don't have sex anymore, we don't get along, all we do is argue. Here's some advice. Her friends. Because let me tell you something. She'll respect you when her best friend calls her and says, your boyfriend gives some good. Then she'll be mad. I'm not saying she won't be mad. She'll be pissed off. But she'll certainly respect you. If she knows every time you want to her, she says no, you go her best friend. She'll get pretty horny all of a sudden. She ain't gonna say no anymore. She don't want to give that to no one else. Here's the knowledge. Her friends, and I guarantee she ain't gonna say no to you ever again. Because she doesn't want her best mate Lucy taking the she should be getting. Because women live for attention. If they know they're handing your attention over to some other chick, they can't handle that.
Great relationship advice. How do you make your relationship last? How do you have good communication between you and your partner? Have you tried cheating? Tune in next week for Relationship Advice 101. I'm just gonna toss out a bit of a wild take on this one, but I think it's a take that's a bit more hinged in comparison. Cheating usually isn't particularly respected. This is awful advice. You have a partner. Communicate. Jesus Christ. You've already won. You're in a relationship and stuff. Isn't that the goal? No? Why give advice to muck it up? God.
Hey, if you're a man, I'm gonna need you to never approach a woman who's alone at nighttime. I don't care what your intention is, unless it's an emergency, don't. You probably have no idea what the jolt of cold terror and or the gnawing dread feels like in these situations. Thanks!
Unless he's good-looking, well-dressed, well-spoken, and driving something expensive, right?
No, you fucking idiot!
I think one thing that is important to, like, think about, and this is a bit of a practice in empathy or whatever you want to call it, putting yourself in someone else's shoe, right? For example, I see a lot of people being upset in the dating scene when someone wants to meet in public for the first date. But think about it this way. If you were to meet up with someone who likely is bigger than you, and you don't know who they are, and you don't know what their intentions are, you would probably want to be careful as well. And this is something for me, for example, that I never realized myself until I was actually in a situation where someone was very pushy and very forward, who was about the same size as me or maybe actually bigger, and that like changed the whole dynamic of the situation. People being touchy is not okay in that way, but it becomes a whole different element when there's also like a physical threat involved in the whole situation. So being able to put yourself in those shoes is a very valuable thing to understand what people are actually talking about. Anyway, that's a small little side tangent aside. Let's read more unhinged posts, shall we? Signs you failed as a woman. If you had a scar, I'm guessing this refers to a C-section or something, you have failed as a woman. And if you put oranges in your bra, which is apparently a thing. I like how they found a stock photo for this. Failure as a woman. All those darn girls going out with oranges in their bras. It's just an easy snack. Vitamins, fam. God.
Post your standards for GF. Mine. 16 to 19 years old. When they hit 20, they're basically old. A virgin. Has never seen a PP. Has never thought of a man naughtily. 170 to 175 meters tall. Small, medium, bobs, pink nips, wide hips, feminine, fat distribution, very little muscle mass.
Why are we talking about, like, those parts of teenage... Dear God.
Either strawberry blonde with blue eyes or light brown hair with green eyes, wavy hair ideally.
This is someone who's been spending way too much time in like character creation stuff on very shady websites.
Takes care of her body but doesn't mind eating more during special occasions and gaining a few pounds after prego. Hobbies and interests are cute and feminine. Cooking, baking, sewing, embroidery, reading, playing classic instruments, piano, violin, flute, etc. Singing, gardening, flower arrangement, bird watching, stargazing, traditional archery,
shooting. Wears pantyhose stocking most of the time, never wears pants or sneakers outside of athletic activities, uses cute, tasteful jewelry gifted by me at all the time. So people can tell that she is my property, right? You know, puppies, they pee on trees and to mark their territory. Me, I hang jewelry on my territory. And sometimes I pee on it. Devout Roman Catholic wants kids, doesn't take the pill, always begging to get filled with my... doesn't mind me spending my entire paycheck in guns and cars. Okay, wait, so this is absolutely wild. It's like you're gonna buy jewelry for them to mark your territory, but all your money is gonna be spent on guns and cars. But they're also not allowed to drive or be outside or talk to people by themselves. Man, this sounds like a puppy. You want a puppy. This is the kind of stuff. This some of these descriptors, apart from like the, I don't know, the age stuff and some of the clothing aspects, just describe a puppy. I want someone who doesn't talk back, who can't drive, wants to be with me all the time. You're talking about having a dog. Loves me dearly, is compassionate and understanding of my flaws and mistakes. Man, you better find yourself a girl that's colorblind because those red flags do be growing. Oh, dear God.
You just know a girl using these smells like heaven. Look at all these products. You also know there's a significant chance she won't be able to get preggo in a few years because she uses hair food coconut hair cream or whatever. Is this a thing? Is this a new conspiracy? Oh my God. Ah, yes indeed, Vaseline. A Coca Radiant Body Oil, that thing that causes you to not be able to have the babies. My God, Twitter science is a beautiful thing, is it not? Girls are more mature, plus nowadays they have hairy bush at 12 years old. Emoji that looks like it's in the mood for I think we need to add moral clauses into law and add restrictions to free speech. Yeah, it's like I usually say, the internet is beautiful because it gives everyone a voice. It is an absolutely abhorrent place because it gives everyone a voice. I had to put my very, very beloved best friend of 17 and a half years down a couple of weeks ago. And I've been really struggling with the loss, grieving hard. Woke up to this extremely cool comment, purple, this morning. And here are pictures of the dog. That's so cute. That's so cute. I hope you get to move on okay and grieve in peace. That is so sad. It's so sad. Hugs. Sending love.
After a dog comes the baby. It's the heterosexual playbook. Happy 5th.
Hey, I know you just lost a pet and a family member, but you know, babies. Am I right? Jesus. Oh my God, what? Majority of men will pick the left. The no kids and still in her youth is valuable. The money doesn't matter when you're moving a woman to your lifestyle. 25 years old, no kids, submissive, GED makes $15 an hour. 35-year-old, 2 kids, bossy, 2 degrees, makes 6 figures. The money doesn't matter when you're moving a woman to your lifestyle. Okay, well, of course it makes sense that you would specifically seek out someone who is less established in life or whatever. If you literally say in your post that you're just interested in like a pet, you're not interested in building a life together. You're like, oh my god, how can I make this person mine and under my control? This is, you really spat it out. That black on white, huh? Damn, not even hiding it.
I made you a sandwich so you can
Italy,
relax and then
the land
you
of the
can have all night
sandwiches.
long shaboing.
Shaboing.
I love Italy.
Babe, what are you doing? I haven't eaten all day and it's your fault. Get ready for dinner. What are you doing? Get ready!
I can't tell if this is like a satire skit or like a skit that's supposed to be, I don't know, serious. Ah, yes, indeed, as a European, I will tell you it's full of sandwiches and night-long shabonks, but if you go to USA, the only thing you will find is domestic abuse. Tune in next week for more relationship advice, one-on-one. Ah, Europe, the land of the shaboink. Please note, these are all numbered 1 on purpose. 1? Oh, the whole list are just ones, because it's all important. Okay, good checklist trick, I suppose. Completely defeats the purpose of numbers, but let's get into it, shall we? 1, bobs are for looking at, and that's why we do it. Don't try to change that. Number 1, again, learn to work the toilet seat. You're a big girl. If it's up, put it down. If we need it up, you need it down. You don't hear us complaining when you're leaving it down. Okay. I can understand standing up in public bathrooms, okay? I do that too, because some public bathrooms are gross as hell. But if you're home, it's just like, a massive extra cleaning. And I remember I talked about this in a previous video, that if you have ever peed with shorts on, for example, you can feel the splashing on your legs if you stand up and pee, right? And I had people in the comments who were like, I clicked just admitted they can't hit a toilet. You absolute imbecile. I'm not talking about like literally peeing outside a toilet like the anaconda is going wild. I'm talking about the fact that when liquid hits a hard surface like this, psh, there's like slight moisture coming off of that steam beam, and that spreads all throughout the room, meaning that you're gonna have to clean the bathroom, and more often, and it turns gross way quicker, both inside and outside of the toilet. So sitting down at home is just like saving yourself an extra cleaning every week. It's an amazing life hack, but for some reason people don't do that. It's wild. I'm in the minority. That blows my mind. Number 1, again, Saturday equals sports. It's like the full moon or the changing of the tides. Let it be. Number 1, shopping is not a sport. And no, we are never going to think of it that way. Has anyone ever said that shopping is a sport? I feel like you're fighting windmills. Number 1, crying is blackmail. People can't just like have a bad day or be sad. It's always manipulation. What a great partner. This is someone that you're looking to for support. Oh, Jesus. Number 1, ask for what you want. Let us be more clear on this one. Subtle hints don't work. Strong hints don't work. Obvious hints do not work. Just say it. Communication is important, and it works differently for anyone. The good thing with the communication in this list specifically is that it means that everyone can just stay away from this person. Number 1, again, yes and no are perfectly acceptable answers to almost every question. What's your favorite color? Yes. Number 1, come to us with a problem only if you want help solving it. That's what we do. Sympathy is what your girlfriends are for. Did you just say that you're not gonna have no sympathy for your partner? And if they're ever sad, that you will only see it as manipulation? Oh my god. Number 1, again, a headache that lasts for 17 months is a problem. See a doctor. Number 1, anything we said 6 months ago is inadmissible in an argument. In fact, all comments become null and void after 7 days. So basically you're allowed to say anything heinous to your partner once every 7 days, because anything older doesn't count. So you have like 1 strike of saying abhorrent shit to your partner, but if you do it only once every 7 days, the rest don't count. There's only 1. Number 1, if you think you're fat, you probably are. Don't ask us. Number 1, if something we said can be interpreted 2 ways, and one of the ways makes you sad or angry, we meant the other one. Number 1, you can either ask us to do something or tell us how you want it done, not both. If you already know best how to do it, just do it yourself. Number 1, whether possible, please say whatever you have during commercials. Number 1, Christopher Columbus did not need directions and neither do we. What does Christopher Columbus have to do with anything? Oh my lord. All men see in only 16 colors, like Windows default settings. Peach, for example, is a fruit, not a color. Or if you're like me and you're a bit colorblind, it's probably less than that. Woo, baby! Man, this list is great.
You sick transgender parentheses men are stealing hormones from women. You are sick, and God is judging you.
Stealing hormones from what? God damn, that's a new conspiracy.
That is not how estrogen works.
Yes, it is. Look it up.
What do you mean, look it up? Google stealing estrogen from the women. Is that what?
Innocent women are being killed because hospitals are siphoning hormones from them while they're unconscious.
Ooh, are you doing like the Mad Max thing? You know when they hang Max upside down to use him as a blood bag, but you do that with hormones. Is that the thing? Is that the conspiracy? Like estrogen Mad Max bags? Damn.
While they're unconscious, just go give it to your freaks.
That is not how estrogen works.
Yes, it is. The government is stealing estrogen from women. You're nothing but a disgusting woman impersonator. If the trans madness isn't stopped, all women are going to die and be replaced with T-words. The governments of the world are in on it.
This is an insane new conspiracy, considering like a lot of governments in the world are not particularly like pro-trans either. This is a very strange conspiracy, right?
That is not how estrogen works.
Burn it! Oh my god, why is it always the people that are so, like, unhinged, that are always so incredibly confident about the things they're unhinged about? Oh my god, it's so out there. I just picture, like, a Mad Max scene with a bunch of people hanging upside down like blood bags, and they're like, ah, we're stealing all the hormones. That's literally what I'm seeing. It's like some really bad horror movie from the 80s. It's wild. Excuse me, why the frick is a 13-year-old using a tampon?
Because she had her period at the beach party?
Yeah, but if she is a virgin, she really shouldn't be using a tampon unless you're trying to pop your own cherry.
What?
Tampons. The big mystery of the universe. Yes, indeed. It's one of those difficult questions. Man, what happened? Did people not have, like, sex ed in school? I remember we talked about this when we were, like, 10. What? Isn't it posing for the camera? Whether I have a house or not, if I date a girl with a house, I become the man of that house and she will listen to me, or she can get out. Oh my god, what an absolute catch. If I date you, you will be the one to provide money and the house, but once we start dating, it's all of a sudden mine. I reap all the benefits and you do the work and the providing. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Yes, indeed. What happens when she moves out, though? How are you gonna pay for the house? Did you think this through? Like, apart from the fact that it's absolutely nuts, like, did you even think that through? Probably not. Boys during high school, skinny. Girls during high school, I'm pretty sure that girl is not in high school. Boys after high school, super ripped. Girls after high school... Okay, I can relate to the skinny part, right? I grew freaking 16 centimeters in a year when I was like 16 or whatever. Like, I can relate to the, like, growing fast and being skinny, but the rest of this is just absolutely unhinged.
You versus the girl he cheats on you with. Look at this hair, and then there's this hair. I think that boys will not understand this post, and it makes me like it even more. Lemao.
As a guy, I can confirm I don't understand this picture. Since there are a lot of confused people in this thread, allow me to explain. The first one has her hair styled correctly. It looks like a natural wave. You need to know what you're doing to get rid of that hairstyle looking like natural that. Also, you need to know the difference between 1 and 2 to not get scammed by a bad hairstylist or doing it yourself correctly. The second pic has the coils so tightened together that it's obvious it was coiled. It looks artificial, and it's the equivalent of saying they are
counterfeit and bad copies.
The second pic is what happens when you try the first hairstyle but you don't know what you are doing. A part of the joke is that guys cheat on the perfect girl for a fake girl, and them not being able to tell the difference between the quality of the girls. Still not how guys work, definitely not how girls work, and a bad joke that manages being offensive to both boys and girls. This is sort of like not like other girls kind of thing.
Oh my god, doesn't he realize that I'm so much better because of my curls or something like that? Oh my god, he's only dating fake girls that are an impersonation of me because he can never find someone like me again.
Women likes to drop hints. This is how women pretend to sleep when they are in the mood and waiting for you to see. There are 2 types of people that enjoy this meme. Number 1, people in healthy relationships where the consent, boundaries, and ready to engage signals have already been established explicitly or implicitly and recognize this as some playful foreplay. Number 2, dude bros that have no clue what consent is and are making up justifications in their mind for wanting naughties in really ordinary situations. Yeah, that kind of sums it up really well. I had like a similar thought when I read this, but I think this comment sums it up absolutely beautifully. Girls be like, I don't masturbate, but they prefer tampons over pad. Oh my god. This person said they enjoy eating hamburgers, but the ocean is blue. Am I right? Ugh. How to talk to a woman who is wearing headphones. What to do to get her attention. Stand in front of her with 1 to 1.5 meters between you. 2, have a relaxed, easygoing smile. So you get about this close, and then you're like... 3, if, okay, they misspelled, okay, great. If she hasn't already looked up at you, simply get her attention with a wave of your hand. Wave your hand in her direct line of vision so she can't ignore it. Okay, so you get up close, you smile at her, and then you wave here, like... Okay, perfect. 3 steps done. 4, when she looks at you, smile and point to her headphones and say, take off your headphones for a minute, and pretend to be taking off headphones off your head so she fully understands. Because women are apparently very silly. Okay, so you do this. And then... take off your headphones! Okay, great. 4 steps complete. Am I married yet? If she doesn't understand, most women will simply gesture that you want to talk to her by briefly pointing back and forth from you to her and say, I want to talk to you for a minute. I want to talk to you for a minute. Hello. In most cases, you won't have to go to that extreme. But some girls are shy and will be hesitant to take the headphones off. Okay, if she's shy, you know, this whole list is unhinged enough as it is, but like, I don't think a shy person would appreciate this. And will be hesitant to take the headphones off right away because they're feeling a lot of nervousness and excitement about what is happening. Oh yes, indeed, they're so nervous and excited about you because you are a special little boy and the world can't wait to talk to just you. It's not like people either are, you know, busy or taken or other things to do, or they're not interested in talking to strangers or just minding their business or tired or whatever. No, they cannot wait to talk to you. If they act any way weirdly or nervous or uncomfortable or anything, it's just because they are so flabbergasted to be in the presence of your glowing personality or whatever. Not really. Who wrote this? Who wrote this article? I don't think this is written by a human. I don't think this is written by a human. This is either written by aliens trying to probe our social standards, or it's just AI generated. It's one of the... It can't be written by a person. I said I was a Capricorn. I am a woman, having a first date with a guy. We get onto the topic of previous relationships, which I don't have an issue talking about. But men can get a bit weird about it. I started talking about my history. Date. So you're not a virgin then? No, is that a problem? One day, I want to be the one to make the vajuje. What does that mean? I would love to date a virgin, since they don't have vajujes. They're just like little Barbie dolls. What? I want to be the first guy to make the whole... I'm not a Capri Sun! Thank you very much! Oh, is this one? Said I was a Capricorn. Is that like a star sign thing? I am a Capri Sun, because you have to poke the hole before sucking out the sweet innards. Oh yes, indeed, boy, come and get it. I wonder if there is a follow-up to this story, where this dude actually meets someone who is a virgin, but he doesn't believe it because they don't look like a Barbie doll down there. You know, is that like the follow-up to the story? That is so bad. A bigger butt corresponds to higher fertility.
Bigger bobs corresponds to the mother's ability to feed her children better.
I love Twitter anatomy. It is so beautiful. Whenever I feel silly about not understanding a subject, you know, oh my god, math can be difficult, science can be difficult, reading stuff can be difficult. All I have to do is scroll Twitter for a couple of minutes and I realize that, man, maybe I am not so stupid. After all, isn't that beautiful? Thank you so much, dear people, for making me feel better about myself. Dating apps for men today be like... there's a bunch of women, like, crying and stuff, and baby Woe Jackson. All the babies are like, okay, I see, there's a bit of racism in this one, isn't it? That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Someone actually sat down and spent like a Saturday to make this meme. I never understood this kind of stuff, okay? Because here's the thing. It's okay to have a preference, right? If you're like a 21-year-old dude in the middle of uni or whatever, and you feel like I'm not ready to settle down with a family yet, then just don't date people who are in like the children having phase of their life. That is fine. If you find yourself in the children having phase in your life and that's an option for you, then go for it. You know, it's like, it's so easy. I don't understand this concept of like you have to crap on everything that doesn't fall into your specific preference. It's really easy to just be like, oh yeah, I know what my preference is, so that's what I'm gonna go for. This is where I'm at in life, and so on and so forth. And that's what other people do too. You know, it's it's so easy. Why do you do this?
Once I see this, it's just naughty. There is no future with you.
Is it the little hairs? Is it the hairs?
You are oppressed? Free yourself. Imagine submitting to men and cooking. She/her. Clean your room and go take a shower, young lady. Bites delicious homemade cookie together with my Sigma baby.
Did you just take random pictures of line of people? Like a teenager taking a picture in her bedroom and like a mom baking in the kitchen, and then you felt the need to turn them against each other like they're fighting over something. They're probably not even in the same like life chapter at the moment. Why would these people be fighting about anything? This is just like rage fanfics.
Before joining the Brotherhood, 6 months after joining the Brotherhood, we will turn you into Giga Chad. DM me Brotherhood to join.
Or, you know, you could spend that time on just getting a gym membership, and you can probably achieve this in 6 months anyway. I'm gonna be honest, fam. I don't feel the need to join a cult when I can just go down to my local gym. I'm gonna be honest. That sounds easier. Had a point. If lesbians aren't attracted to men, why are they attracted to women that look like men? And when straight men fall for masculine, quote-unquote, women like a tomboy... No, that was actually a conspiracy a while ago that popped up in a facepalm video. It was absolutely beautiful. If you like, if you like tomboys, you're gay. If you're together with a woman with short hair, you're gay. If you're a woman who's together with a woman who has short hair, you're straight. That's how it works. The science has been decided on Twitter or whatever. Sitting on his face, riding a cowgirl, and any other position with the girl on top are acts of homogay. That's an academic term. The man assuming a submissive position falls into homogay activities. And reciprocally, the woman assuming a dominant position falls into lesbianism. Ah yes, indeed, the academic terms, homogay and lesbianism. I'm so glad we came together for the science class today. I just picture myself attending like a sex ed class back in high school or something like that, and like a completely unhinged teacher just comes in and starts talking about like positions and homogay and lesbianism. We need better ed in schools so stuff like this doesn't fill the vacuum. Holy shit. Man refuses to give up bus seat for pregnant woman. Says pregnancy is her choice.
It's not my fault she decided to have a baby when she can't afford a car,
the man said. Lemma, what? What happened to being a gentleman? And the replies here, shaking my head. Jesus Christ, talk about just turning common decency into like a big societal discussion. Oh my god. And maybe she can't drive. Maybe she just has, I don't know, epilepsy or something. Or maybe it's a city where you can save a bunch of money by just taking the bus. There are many options for this. Why are you just being a butthole? What happened to using protection, or not getting preggo when you can't afford a car, or dealing with the consequences of your actions? Why do people care this much? If you see someone who's like carrying a lot of stuff, who's old or have a cast on their leg or preggo or something, just give them your seat. No, seems like a pretty common, decent thing to do. I suppose you would want the same thing if you like hurt your foot or something like that and had to take the bus, you know? Wouldn't you want people to like accommodate a bit? I think you would.
The modern woman happen. Why be a gentleman when there are no ladies?
Oh, that's a sassy thing. That could be a line in a really shitty rap song. Nothing happened. We don't have to give up seats if we don't want to. That was a gender role, yeah. We abolished those. Women and men both work, both provide, etc. The roles have been destroyed. It's just common decency. It's just common decency. You would do the same if someone just, you know, is limping or have a cast or has a tiny child or something. Jesus Christ, man.
Equality.
Women wanted to be men. It's only fair to give them what they want. Oh my god, I see way too many people that are like this. Equality means that I can justifiably be a butthole. Oh my god. It's hard to be a gentleman these days. Chivalry is dead. Women killed it. I mean, a plot twist. The man was the bus driver. Modern day Rosa Parks. Oh my god. Was he in the wrong though? It's her choice. Bro cook, not the lying. At least the comments are very consistent across platforms that I see this kind of stuff come out of. It's people that never go outside, but try to act tough in front of a keyboard, like, I would have been a butthole on this bus. Yeah. I am male, interested in dating. My patio has great views of other apartments. I noticed so far 3 single-looking females. I am on my patio a lot, so I learn their schedule. And if any male guests, so far, none. Any advice on how to strike up a convo with a neighbor? Ooh, I got one. You just go up to them casually and say like, hey there, I've been spying on you for a month and noticed your schedule and when you come in and out, and I don't think you have any evening dates nor any men coming over. We should go grab coffee sometime. Women love that. Women love it when you watch them in binoculars from across the street. It's a very cute thing to do. Hospitals are not for the healthy. If you're sick, you go to the hospital. Pregnancy is not a sickness. Well, you're absolutely correct. It's not a sickness, but is a potentially threatening situation, and it's good to have doctors around, for stuff that can actually happen. So I don't know who gave you this idea, but they were very wrong.
Is this why maternal mortality rates in the US have continued to increase from 17.4 in 2018, 20.1 in 2019, and 23.8 in 2020, and 32.9 per 100,000 live births in 2021? Probably, yeah. Also not having affordable healthcare.
What are you thinking? You think the ambulance is like your taxi to the hospital? A woman is not rich when she earns a lot of money. She's rich when she has a man to cook for and kids to take care of. Ah, the great philosophical minds of our time writing little colorful little splooshes on Facebook. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? I made this up while taking a poo. My brain is great in that way. Women's immune system. Who is immune and why do women have a system for him? Actually fights splooshies when it enters their body. I see. Grammar is difficult. Is it there, or they are? It's difficult sometimes. You're wrong, so why not just be sure about being wrong and just make up a new one? There enters their body, but the immune system will actually remember if you have a constant man in your life, because the immune system, I'm still confused to immune is, slowly accepts the splooshies if it's from the same man. But if it's not, it can actually contribute to a woman not being able to get preggo. So, for real, ladies, if you want kids, stop messing with a lot of guys. The higher the woman's body count, the less chance of pregnancy. Okay. Apart from, the blatant sexism buried underneath this, where it's women value decreasing body count, all that kind of jazz that goes into these rabbit holes. Are you seriously suggesting that sleeping around decreases the likelihood of pregnancy? Having intercourse decreases the likelihood of pregnancy? That is seriously what you're suggesting at the moment. That is insane that you've gone this far. Oh my god. The uterus has literal chambers made for storing splooshies for later. It really doesn't matter when you're splooshied, your body can still fertilize an egg during the fertile window using old splooshies. Yes, indeed, it's like squirrels with nuts in the cheeks or whatever, but with pee-pees and stuff. A woman's career in one picture. Food and beverage assistant, bar supervisor, bar manager, food and beverage manager, assistant manager, and general manager. That is such a cool picture. I love that this person saved everything. I love when you can see stuff like this, just a progression, and maybe frame it or something. That is so cool. That is so cool.
Her niece must be pretty Thor. Her niece say it all.
Aw, nah. And here's a picture of just a mouth open in front of a microphone.
Is this before or after they try OnlyFans? You forgot OnlyFans. Sausage gif.
Yeah, because I've never heard of a woman who just has a job. What an alien Jesus freaking Christ, man. Comments like this are such brain rot, I swear to God.
When she breaks your heart, but you realize her features would have destroyed your kid's genetics.
She was black. His features would have destroyed my kid's genetics. Thankfully, he's gone. Oh, look at that, so wholesome. It goes both ways. We have just found, Eugenics Tinder. Wow. If she's below 5'9", hell no, get out of here. My whole generation was tall, and I wanna continue that. Holy sh**. I think you can say it a bit more wholesome, It's like, you can say yeah, I have a thing for tall girls, instead of being let's... Nah! Am I the butthole for basically ghosting a girl because she was short and had bad genes for a kid? He has no jawline, my son wouldn't look good. None of you see women as humans. Welcome to Eugenics Tinder, I swear to fucking God. I am a nice guy. I believe she will offer me naughties in return.
No.
Stupid bot Birch. Yes, indeed, I'm so nice. Online girls friend group 22, 22, 24, 30, 21. Online boys friend group 30, 36, 16, 18, 26, 21, 12, 46. The kid of the married guy in the group. I mean, that just sounds like some gaming groups you bump into sometimes, to be honest. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure why there's like a gender picture. This is really weird.
When his height starts with 5. Oy.
When her cup size is a passing grade.
Aren't all sizes passing grades? Wait, am I being gaslit by this stupid post? List of women cup sizes. AAA, AA, A, B, C, D, 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 F, G. Okay, fair enough. So you can have like a G, H, I, K, which isn't really passing grades. So it has to be F size specifically. That's it. Okay. Oh my god. It feels like everyone in the screenshot is just a nice little butthole, isn't it? Oh, yes, indeed. What? Women store DNA from every man they've ever made love with. Study finds. No, it did not. This was debunked many times, please. This is why I am a MGTOW. Modern women, censored, are trash. Women in the 60s, modern women. I'm gonna be honest, fam, if you're gonna make, like, really sweeping generalizations, you should probably have more than, I don't know, 4 data points in each sample. It's probably a good idea. When you take your meat out of her shame cave and notice the new hole size, oh, SpongeBob meme, that feels great. Wow, it's just bad women's anatomy and SpongeBob. What a combination.
I give you a piece of my heart. I give you a piece of my heart. 20 men later, I don't have any left for you, so I'm getting married to you, but I don't actually love you because a piece of my heart belongs to other people, because this is how it works. I proved it with a comic. Life in a nutshell. 6 feet, looking good, Susan. Ah, you're so sweet.
5 or 6 looking good, Susan. A man that was 5'6" said good morning to me. God.
I love you. I love you. You are a Birch. I love you. I love you. I love you. Birch theory confirmed. No matter how many times I say I love you to women, she will always see the bad things. This just sounds like an excuse for really poor behavior and potentially like really bad relationship situations. That bad thing I did to you doesn't count because I said I loved you yesterday. Ah, you see how it works? No decent people think that, you know, their good stuff they do to their partner actually cancels out any bad stuff they would do. That is an excuse that horrible people use. This is really bad, fam. Well, laddies, lasses, and lasses, I do hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed having you here, you wonderful, beautiful bean. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Or else, my lady. Okay, I need to calm down. I love my sword. Anyway, have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you again in the very near future. Take care. Mwah.